Hey everybody, Chris here again. So I'm making another video today from my greenhouse. I'm just walking around. I hope it's not too distracting. You can't really see what's going on. I'll give you a quick picture though. These are our plants. It's not actually my greenhouse, but it's the greenhouse I work in most of the time. So I'm gonna try and take a step back and take a big picture. I do, of course, want to encourage everyone to start preparing. I'm going to link to a guy. His YouTube handle is Ice Age Farmer, and you can also find his website at Ice Age Farmer. Just if you look that up, if you put that into a search engine, you can find it. I'll link to one of his videos. He really updates about what's going on in the supply chain in terms of our food supply. He knows a lot. Of course, there are many other really intelligent individuals talking about these problems, and we are facing a whole slew of problems right now. Humanity is. You could look at James Corbett. You could look at Ryan from The Last American Vagabond. You could look at Max Egan with the Crow House. You can go online and look at the Off Guardian. Kit Knightley and Kat Black are doing great work there. There's plenty of bright people out there who see what's going on. I mean, look at Caitlin Johnstone. A lot of us are seeing what's going on from all different angles, and I'm just another angle, okay? And as I've said before, as I've said many times, I'm just a guy who's just trying to do my part to get out the message, basically the same message that we're all pointing at. We're all pointing at this idea that society is broken, that a lot of bad things are going on in society, and not only that, the more important message that a lot of us are pointing at right now is that these governments and corporations that essentially rule over us right now, they are making a power grab. This move that they're doing right now, this whole thing with this whole scare, is actually a massive power grab. And so we need to be prepared. And the first thing they're going to do is they're going to create a crisis, and it's already happening. The crisis is already starting. And so how do we prepare for this? As I have said before, we need to become self-sufficient to whatever extent possible. And ultimately, I think the really big picture is we're going to have to escape. They are putting walls up. They are essentially they have built a prison all around us, okay? The prison is all around us already. And as long as we remain a part of this society, we will fall into their net. The doors aren't shut yet, okay? We are not wholly captive yet, although we are largely captive at this point, but we are not completely captive yet. But they are slamming the doors home now. That's what's going on. That's what this lockdown is about. That and it's a slow process. These people are very patient, but they're netting us, okay? And they're sealing up the walls all around us right now. But that's all other stuff that I'm actually not an expert in. I can tell you that that's true. But what I'm an expert in, what my particular side of the message is this idea that we have a protector, and we need to learn to call upon our protector, and that is God. We need to call upon God for help. And why? Wait a minute, why? Hold on a second. what's going on? Why should we call to God? Well, God has been trying to help us for a long time, and God really does help us in a lot of ways that we're not even aware of. I mean, He created this whole world for us, you know. But if you go back to the very beginning of time, what you will find is humans were put here to be caretakers. I mean, God created this whole world. He created everything here, and it's an abundant garden. The animals, the trees, the oceans, everything we have. It's this beautiful breathing, living organism that's self-sustaining, and the way everything works together, it's beautiful. And we were put here to be the caretakers of this garden and to live in harmony with this garden and to take care of it and to nurture the animals here and to nurture the earth. And what happened was, something happened where humans learned that they could exploit other humans. They could do evil. They could use lies. They could use force. They could enslave other humans. So humans started doing these things. Enslaving, killing, lying, cheating, doing all this stuff to take advantage of each other. And they started exploiting the earth too, and not taking care of nature, but exploiting these things as well. And this goes against our very nature. We as humans were meant to be caretakers. We're meant to take care of this planet. We're meant to take care of the earth, and humans have turned against that. And so what happened was, God looked down and He saw humans killing other humans and cheating other humans and lying and stealing. And so He said, you know what? I'm going to start talking to people and I'm going to send them messengers to try and save them, to try and rescue them from this. And so this is what we see God doing. He's sending these messengers who keep bringing the same message. Don't kill each other. Don't steal. Don't lie. Don't cheat. Be honest. Be loving. Be kind. Take care of each other. Take care of the sick. Seek justice for widows and orphans. This is what we're supposed to be doing. And if we could live peacefully with each other, and we could, respect these pretty simple and straightforward rules, we could cultivate this earth into an abundant garden. That's all we really have to do, is we have to take care of it all, and we have to take care of each other. And so what we've seen over the past thousands of years is a conflict playing out between actual forces of good and evil. And it's playing out within mankind, within the hearts of each of us, and between all of us. And so during this time, what's happening right now is the forces of evil are waging a war against the forces of good. And that's why, and remember, as I've been saying in every video, I'm just a guy, but God did speak to me, and He told me to warn them that these things are going to happen. Famine, war. He told me to warn people about that, so I'm trying really hard to warn people that these things are happening. The first thing is going to be famine. The next thing is going to be war. The third thing is going to be rise of a terrible authoritarian government. Okay? And He also told me that the people of God will need to, when these things start to happen, they will need to escape. Get out of the cities, form communities, set up camps away from the cities, and take care of each other. We're going to have to essentially start a new society. We're going to have to secede from this old society that we've been a part of. And it's really an unhealthy, toxic society that we have been a part of. But we're going to have to separate from that. We're going to have to trust God, that God will take care of us. We're going to have to give up a lot of these things that we knew, and we're going to have to go in and trust God and trust each other. So I guess that's sort of the main point, is that in the big picture, God's been trying to help us all along. He's been trying to teach us to do good, and to be peaceful, and to be loving, and to be kind. He's been trying to teach us to live a better kind of life, a better way. And we have to, at some point, accept that. And really, we should learn to appreciate that. That, you know, there's a strong sense among so many people that, like, oh, why should I care about God? But God's been really trying to help us all along, and He gave us this world, this beautiful world to live in. All of the evil that's going on right now is man-made. It's caused by humans. And if we can just work together and live in peace, we can cultivate this planet into an abundant garden, and there would be enough for everyone, and there would be peace among all of us. All right. God bless everybody. I hope you're doing okay out there.